This is homework for Wednesday, May 27th. Alright, continuing on your worksheet, we're on problem number 3. Before you think this is offensive, Quentin thought of this problem, so don't get mad at me. Quentin can drink 5 weight loss drinks in 1 minute. What equation represents how many weight loss drinks he has drank in total? So I realized here they gave me 5 weight loss drinks in 1 minute. So that is saying like 5 drinks per minute, which means that's my slope. So I know right away this is slope-intercept form. Now the equation, so I have y, or I might do drinks total, equals 5 per minute. So if I were to label this, the d would be drinks total. The 5 is 5 drinks per minute. And the m would be minutes. Okay, let's look at problem B. If he drinks for 30 minutes straight, how many weight loss drinks will he drink total? So they're giving me minutes, which m is minutes, so that's where my 30 is going to go. So d equals 5 times 30, because they gave me 30 minutes. Okay, and this is a simple problem, so total drinks is 150 drinks. All I had to do is do 5 times 30. So in 30 minutes he could drink 150. Okay, C says he drank a total drinks, so total drinks, that's D. How many minutes? So I'm solving for m, I'm solving for minutes. Again, a simple one-step problem. I have to get m by itself, so divide by 5. 75 divided by 5 is 15. So you can drink 75 drinks in 15 minutes. Okay, number 4. Wyatt and Nick are selling friendship bracelets, handmade, to raise money for their crafting club. They are charging $3 for string bracelets and $5 for rubber bracelets. What equation shows their total income? Okay, I've heard most of you say you think a problem might be standard just because it gives you a lot of numbers. In this case, I'm given 2 numbers, just like with slope-intercept form. But I have to realize that those 2 numbers are different unit rates. $3 per, so they're different variables. $3 for a bracelet, $5 for a rubber bracelet. Okay, so it's giving me 2 different variables, string bracelets and rubber bracelets. So that tells me that it's standard. Now my equation, I have $3 for string, I'm going to use an S, bracelets, and $5 for rubber bracelets, use an R, equals, it doesn't give me a goal, so it just asks for their income, so total income. Okay, if I were to label these, my 3 would be $3 per string bracelet, string B. S would be number of string bracelets. Sorry for my bad handwriting. 5 is $5 per rubber bracelet. And R would be number of rubber bracelets. And I is income. Okay, let's look at the first question. If they sold 20 string bracelets and 40 rubber bracelets, how much would they make? So here is my equation. Plus 5R equals I. And it says 20 string bracelets, S was string bracelets, and 40 rubber. So I'm going to replace or substitute the S with, 20. And substitute the R with 40 for 40 rubber bracelets. And now I'm just simply solving for their income. Okay, so 3 times 20 is 60. Plus 5 times 40 is 200. Equals their income. 60 plus 200 makes $260. Okay, next one. How many of each bracelet could they sell in order to make a total of 200? So now it's giving me a goal. So this was my equation. But now instead of just asking for their income, it's asking for a total goal of 200. So I'm going to replace the income with 200. Now it just says to find a solution. So how many string bracelets and rubber bracelets could I sell? Now you guys know how to do this. I'm going to substitute a number in for S and solve for R. And as you know, my favorite is to solve for some of the intercepts. So I'm going to put 0 in for S because that's the easiest. Okay, 3 times 0 is 0, so that leaves me with 5R equals 200. Divide both sides by 5. 200 divided by 5. So R equals 40, which means one of my solutions is 0, 40. Now this, since the 0 is in the X spot, this means this is my Y-intercept. Okay, and just for funsies, I'm going to solve for my X-intercept. Put that over there. So to solve for my X-intercept, I have to put 0 in for R instead. Okay, so I'm left with 3S equals 200. Divide both sides by 3. And I'm left with S equals an odd number, 66 point, let's make that a fraction, 66 2/3. So it doesn't quite make sense with our situation, because that means I would have to sell, they would have to sell 66 2/3 of the string bracelets and 0 rubber bracelets to make $200, which doesn't quite work, but at least we found our X and Y intercepts. Okay, that is it for today. See you tomorrow.